Alright, we back with some more Takashi 6ix9ine news because it's very, very appealing. And, it's very interesting in my opinion. We back, Goodfella Sports TV. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. Definitely appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit the bell icon button. We'll miss another video from your boy, right? Alright. A few things went down today for Takashi 6ix9ine, like we reported earlier. He had a bail hearing. His bail hearing was postponed today. He's going to try his hand in the Court of Appeals. Also, like we reported earlier in our last video, which I'll link into the description, along with an article about him postponing bail, is that the booking agency MTA that he put on blast on the Breakfast Club last week is suing him for defamation of character, and also saying that the majority of the money he put up for bond, which was reported at 1.7, was actually $800,000 and some change. Was $860,000 of that was MTA money, and they want their money back because 6ix9ine ruined their reputation. They getting death threats because he alleged they stole a whole bunch of money from him, and the money that the $860,000, excuse me, that's part of the 1.7 that's supposed to be in his bank account, is the money they gave him for an upcoming tour. So they want their money back and an apology from 6ix9ine, I guess, when he is able to get in front of a camera. So he got that problem going on. Also, they postponed his bail hearing today. So that means that he will be in the Brooklyn jail's general population for an entire week until after the holidays, after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, the whole shebang. And they will try their hands at the Court of Appeal instead of going to the judge again and to the same judge and ask for bail, excuse me. He's going to go into a Court of Appeals, and when you go to the Court of Appeals, you want to they look at if any error was made in the judges or the juries, and I don't think that's the case. Just a judge, statement here. So if there's any major error that he made, not granting Takashi 6ix9ine, or she made bail, well, him and his lawyer got the right to go to the appeals court, and they say they do. They can kind of overchange that decision and grant him bail. So instead of going to bail again and, begging the same judge, and she already said, no, you didn't put up almost $2 million reportedly, even though it was only $800,000 they offered up, and your passport. And she said, no, they go into the Court of Appeals. If it's a minor error, they don't care about those. It has to be a major error. They can write a statement. The judge can go over it, make the ruling, or the judge can talk for 10 to 15 minutes usually. And, then they make their thing. The sticking point is going to be that he's already on probation, and by these charges, even though he's innocent until proven guilty, they just charges. So maybe they argue that there's a reason they can get bail. He's still innocent. And also his lawyer claims that these charges won't stick and he will get out of it. Part of me just don't believe he in general population, but he is in Brooklyn, so he's at home. So he might can get him some protection or whatever the situation may be. Also claims that it's been, he fears for his family life and his threats because members of Treyway claimed they were going to violate him, and he's concerned for his family. And the lawyer said he's in good spirits, right? Well, good spirits right now, I guess. So that's what he said. I'll link that article to the description. So he's gonna try to appeal the bail decision. And when he can appeal the bail decision, that means he can get out and issue an apology. But one other thing happened as well today too is that they postponed his Dummy Boy album today. Dummy Boy will not come out this Friday. The album will be postponed until further notice. So not only, does his album not go out on sale or stream, they stream nowadays more than buy albums. Now that's some money that he ain't going to be able to get, So they postponing it until this situation is done and over with. And people that still thinking this a troll, I mean, this is serious right now. You know what I'm saying? And if he trolling, this would be the most epic troll I've ever seen in my life. So, but they claim that these charges not gonna stick on him. So, I'm guessing they're hoping for him to get out as soon as next week, and to be cleared of be cleared of charges by the end of the year, I would guess. So, it's a situation where we talked about all this week how he video recorded one of the members allegedly committing an act against another rival gang member, and how a backpack that was connected from a robbery in Times Square was found in his home. I guess when they found the gun, he was over in Europe. So he got some connections here, and it just seems like they want him to rat everybody out and bring down the Treyway name. And they hoping for him to cooperate. And still people believe that he's the feds. A lot of people still believe that he's the feds, and this is all a facade, because they did come to him and try to offer him protection and pick him up before the indictments dropped. So, yeah, it's a lot of fishy things here, but obviously he lost out on his album release. That won't be released this Friday. I remember they only release albums on Tuesday, so maybe it came out on Friday for Black Friday, and it's going to be pushed back. He claimed it was going to be the hottest album this year, and, so it'll be interesting to see if this hurt his brand any bit, man. If it turns out that most people believe that he did snitch or he just beat the case, and, how will he spin it when he get out? Will he spin it where he be like, I beat the case, I beat the case, I beat the case? People just think you snitched, and people lose respect for him. But in this era of music, plenty of weird things are accepted. Plenty of weird styles and dresses and piercings and stuff are accepted. And I believe, he's going to be bigger if he can beat this case. And the real question is will he take Fat Joe's advice and move different? That's the real thing. Will he learn from this and not make this mistake again and just make music and KIM and keep it moving? Or will he continue to make the same mistakes again and again and again and find himself in this situation? And like I said before, you can check out the previous videos on him in our archives. They got stuff on him dating back to 2013. He's also on probation for the child, for having some type of interaction with a child and video record or a minor and video taping it. I'm not 100%, what happened in that situation. I just know they worded it really, really funny, where it's just like they came to a settlement or whatever, and he's on probation. So that means he probably was more likely guilty of that, allegedly. But hey, it's Goodfellas Sports TV. I appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget, we on Facebook and Twitter. Got the Facebook group. All the links in the description. Article link in the description as well. They pushed back Dummy Boy to TBA to be announced. Also, you can check us out, everywhere. Facebook and Twitter. You can make a donation in the link in the description. Y'all know what it is. We gone.